going on, everybody? Red Velvet's back in the studio, and today I have a very special guest joining us via satellite. He is Jim Mint 10, Dickie Wabash. How are we doing?
I get the gimmick name and everything, brother. Hey. I love it. I'm doing good. This is a long time coming, man. I feel like that we've been talking about it since at least November. And I'm always like, hey, man, let's collab. And then you send me your schedule and then I get busy and I forget. And then now we're finally here. So yeah, hey, it's about time.
We're busy guys. We have a lot of stuff going on, you especially. And it's just like, you never know if you're coming or going. That's the way I've learned.
That's my advice to anybody is if you like free time, don't start a production company or wrestling company.
No, if you have free time, don't become self-employed at all. That's the big one right there. But
exactly,
buddy, you have we'll just remember how I said we're going to talk about the promotion last. Let's talk about it first. You've been busy. You've been very busy.
Yeah, just like we said, busy. MadBash Wrestling Event Horizon, April 25th, Marshall, Illinois. It's an apropos name, I feel like, calling it the Event Horizon, because it really does feel like we're entering uncharted territory. You know what I mean? Like, we pretty much started as just, let's sponsor matches on shows. Then let's team up with a company. Then screw it. Let's do it on our own. And I say this all the time, and I promise I'm not going to wax philosophical a lot on here, but when you're number 2, 3, 4, you can pass the buck to number 1. But when you're number 1 and something goes wrong, if you blame 2, 3, 4, 5 for that going wrong, no. There's only one person that unless it's, like some act of nature or God or something that you can't help. Right. But if this doesn't get done, you got to blame yourself. And that's been the really hard part about it, is really realizing all the stuff that you kind of have to do to put on a wrestling show that I didn't even think about. Here we are.
Hey, you're practicing with live bullets now, pal.
Yes. 100%.
So Event Horizon's coming up.
Yeah.
But now this is where my ADD or whatever I've got comes into play. We're going to back up. A young Dickie Wabash. What got you into being a fan of wrestling?
I wish I had a good answer, because like you watch all these documentaries and WWE 24s, and it's like, I remember watching this WrestleMania and this was the main event. I don't have one specific moment. It was just one of those things that was always around. I remember being very young, and my grandma, my dad's mom, was the wrestling fan, and that woman went to her grave believing that it was 100% real. And that's my early memories of it, man. Sitting, watching all the pay-per-views, getting together and switching between the channels during the Monday Night Wars. And there's no one big thing that sticks out. It was just always there.
Yeah, I got you. Did you ever have pay-per-view parties where everybody come over and we'd pool your money together to buy the $50 pay-per-view?
I'm sure the statute of limitations is over on this one. Hypothetically, let's just say that there could or could not have been a device that I don't know if money went into this device. Wink, wink. But as you get older, I would definitely do stuff like that. Once that magical device left the house, we would get all the boys together, and we'd throw in a little bit, order the pizzas, watch the pay-per-views. And then, you do that Royal Rumble raffle where you throw in the 5 and you draw random numbers, and then you see who gets the pots, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. That was always fun.
Love it.
I'm sure WWE wasn't getting a whole lot of money when 25 people are at one person's house and we're paying $3 to $4 a piece. But they're making enough now after I saw WrestleMania tickets for like $93,000. That's a crock. That's why fans need to watch independent wrestling. It's much cheaper, and it's probably better, in my opinion. But
hey,
So, how long have you been in the wrestling business?
Brother, I'm grizzled. July is going to be 14 years. Took a couple of breaks in there, couple of breaks here and there. Sorry, June. Yeah, June will be 14 years. I forget. Took a couple of hiatuses in there, but came back and yeah, we're slowly approaching that 20-year vet mark. And whew, that really makes the hairline go back. What I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I don't have any hair, and I'm only 2 years in. So apparently I age faster. I don't know.
Get out while you still can.
I'm too far in now. I'm having too much fun.
Exactly.
What made you want to get in the business? It's just like, you know what? I've watched it enough. Let's just do it.
I think that everyone to a certain degree has that want to do it if you're a fan. It's the old adage of you play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you go buy a skateboard, you do an ollie, bang your shin on the skateboard, and then you put the skateboard away and then don't do it. I think everyone has tried it to some degree. I'm giving you nothing here. I don't have a specific thing. It's just, it's one of those things. You always think about it, but it's like, can I do this? Like, how do you do it? What do I got to do to make this happen? And I found out from a very young age that I do not have an athletic bone in my body. So I knew that wrestling was not for me. So you got to find other avenues to do so.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing. And I really, and I've told you the story. I think I told you the story in November, but you were the one that turned me on to independent wrestling because we had a class at Ivy Tech together.
Yes.
And you're like, I think you said you announce or you do something in professional wrestling. I was like, what? There's professional wrestling around here? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, no way, get out of town.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, I think it was later that year, I ended up going to one of the shows. Like, this is awesome. And you were managing. Oh, who was it? Jason Levi. And did you manage Rage?
Oh, I know the show you're talking about. Was it that show there was also rock music going on?
No.
So then what show would that have been then where I managed them?
It was like 2014.
If it was 2014, then yeah, I was definitely, if it was, yeah, that adds up. That adds up. Again, when you've done it as long as I have, it all blends together. But yeah, absolutely. that time period adds up. That's who I would have been with more than likely.
Because I was like, hey, that's the guy that's in my business class. And that's that
guy that dropped out.
Well, hey, you know what? I dropped out the first time. So a lot of people go to college for 7 years and get a 2-year degree. It happens.
I've seen Van Wilder, good movie.
I was like the Great Value version. So it is what it is. But so did you get your start as an announcer or manager?
Yeah, as a ring announcer. The story goes, which I'm going to do a quick little sidebar here. Shout out to Michael Madrox. Brothers going through it. Send him if you're the prayer type, send him the prayers, vibes, send him vibes, whatever. I owe my career to him. I had known him for a very long time. We went to school together. He was a couple years ahead of me. And one day, randomly, I get a Facebook message and he's like, hey, man, we're doing tryouts at this independent wrestling company called CWF. And it was here in Terre Haute. And he's like, you should come on by. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is my foot in the door. And I knew I wasn't going to be a wrestler, but I'm like, what about managing? I could probably do managing. So what possessed me to do this, I don't know. I put a gear bag together of what I would wear if I were to be a manager. So I get to the show and, Madrox knows me. I'm introducing people, meeting them. The first person I met was Josh Steele. Right when I walked through the door, there he was, shook his hand. And then I find out there's no ring announcer. The ring announcer double booked himself. And shout out to Ollie Tharp, primetime Ollie Tharp, one of the best referees in the Midwest. He comes up to me with that, hey brother, that old Ollie, if you've ever had a conversation with Ollie. Hey brother, so I hear that you're a pretty good talker. Come to find out, Madrox had given them the Iggy of like, listen, this kid can talk. So he's like, I hear you're a good talker, man. Do you want to be the ring announcer? And I'm like, with 2 hours notice. And I'm like, I'm not ready. I can't do it. And he goes, okay, well, sit back and enjoy the show. And then I realize he just gave me the opportunity that I've wanted. What are you doing? So then I go and I do it. And on 0 notice, I'm ring announcing this show.
Mm-hmm. But that's kind of just how things happen. You're like, you just go there expecting one thing. It's like, hey, by the way, could you do this? Yeah, sure. And then there you go.
That was my crash course in card subject to change right there. I got a crash course, and I was off to the races after that. I was welcomed into the family and started taking outside bookings from there on in, and haven't looked back since.
That's awesome. And that's what, like, just learning about, there's so much independent wrestling. There's so many promotions just in this area. I was just like, it was mind boggling. But once you get down in it, it's like, man, there's tons of promotions, talent, everything.
There really wasn't as many companies back then as there are now. There were definitely a fair amount, don't get me wrong, but it was still, there were a handful, not like you can't, like, there is an independent wrestling company that just started in the Midwest right now. And like, that's just how it is. Like, they're just popping up all over the place. But back then it really wasn't like that. It was still very intimidating. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it was maybe I just don't remember that there were a lot. There could have very well been a whole lot of them, but you know, I found my niche, I found my circle, and I was going to like 2 or 3 different companies and I was happy with it.
That's exactly right. I mean, dude, it doesn't matter if there's 4 people in the crowd or 4,000. It's still, I don't know about you, but I still get nervous doing it. Like, I get like, okay, all right, let's just go through my head. And
well, you know, for a fact, I still get nervous. I mean, you've seen me before we walk out.
Yeah.
I'm a pacer. I'm a pacer before I go through the curtain. And then the second the first lick of the note hits, that's when I get into it. And then as soon as I'm out the curtain, snap of a finger,
you turn it on, baby. That's what I love about
instantly.
And we've had the opportunity to work together a little bit on a couple shows, DinerPod commentary. If you didn't know, for those who don't know, Dickie was with me when I kicked a light off the stage in November.
Let's run it back, Dickie. Okay.
I felt so bad. I was like, man, I'm going to buy this guy a new light. But so then how did you transition into ring announcing to manager? How did you transition into commentary?
So my initial time in commentary was just, hey, we need someone. So I was a part of a group called UWC, and they were running a weekly show in Georgetown, Illinois. And that's really where I cut my teeth and learned a lot of things. And commentary for that show was always, here's this guy, John Stone. And the second chair is open for whoever wants it. And then I would meander my way up there and I would call the show with him, and then it would wait a couple of weeks and go back up there and call a couple of matches and do all that. So that was really my first foray into commentating.
Okay. How far is Georgetown from Terre Haute?
About an hour. It's about an hour. Okay. Yeah, it's not far at all. It's just outside of Danville.
Okay. I thought it was like 3 or 4 hours away.
No.
Okay. I was thinking,
I'm not making a 3-hour drive one way weekly. Are you kidding me?
Well, I didn't know, man. I didn't know. You just never know. So that's, you cut your teeth in Georgetown. I mean, where else have you been commentating through that journey?
Well, my commentary career, if you want to call it that, didn't really kick off until, oh, this is awkward. This is where I talk about my ex with the person that's currently dating them. My commentary,
we don't have to go down that road.
Really started with Elite Pro Wrestling. Yeah, that was really where. So you're welcome for that.
Well, thank
you. No, that was really where because I had taken a break from wrestling. I was out like 3 or 4 years,
Okay.
probably a little more.
Okay.
And then Madrox and I made the decision. We're like, you know what? Let's get back into the business and do all this. And then right when we made that decision, it was kismet. Stephen Mitchell posts on Facebook looking for a commentary team in January 7th, 2023. Who is it? And Madrox knew Stephen from back in the day. And I knew Stephen a little bit.
Mhm.
And we then reached out. We were signed sight unseen. And that is why I will always have love for Stephen Mitchell. He gave me a shot when he did not need to. He signed us on commentary sight unseen.
Mhm.
And from that point on, I've got nothing but love for him. I will defend him. I will go to bat for him and all that. So yeah, he didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Shout out Stephen Mitchell. He's a great guy.
Yes.
Very great guy. So MadBash.
Mhm.
How did MadBash come about?
Same time. It was around the same time period. So I've talked about it a lot. The end of 2022 was not kind to me in terms of my mental health. I was hanging out with Madrox a lot. We were just two depressed, sad boys, just looking for something to do. And then the commentary position arises, and Steven tells us, okay, here's what I want from you. That's my Stephen Mitchell voice, by the way. Here, he's going to kill me. Here's what I'd like to see. I want you to come with a list of ideas that we can do to better our product. And one of those ideas was a podcast.
Okay.
And it was specifically supposed to originally be just an EPW podcast.
Okay.
And then we just jokingly one day went Madrox, Wabash, MadBash. Hang on, wait a minute. That kind of has a bit of a ring to it.
Mhm.
MadBash Studios? Okay. And then we started doing Spot Show that February, and that's the origin of MadBash. And then it's evolved into all the different divisions that we have.
Well, by the way, I love the Spot Show. I'm an active listener.
Thank you.
I just finished you and Jason V's episode the other day.
That's a good one.
Yes,
that's a good one. I love Jason V. I love that man.
I've never had the pleasure of meeting him, but I liked listening to your episode about that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, no, happy to do it. So MadBash Studios forms.
Yes.
And then how does MadBash Wrestling come about?
That's a good question. I'm giving you nothing, Evan, and I genuinely apologize about that.
It's all good, brother.
No. So I think it was just another, wouldn't it be funny if, and then we were just like, MadBash Wrestling. Okay. What does this mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I've ever publicly talked about this. MadBash Wrestling, when we first conceived it, was supposed to be it was supposed to be a high production backyard company.
Okay.
Where essentially what JCW is, because we were very heavily influenced by old JCW and how they would get on commentary and make all these jokes and
Okay.
So we were like, what, Matt Maverick running around a backyard carrying a toy belt saying that it's the world title, stuff like that. And then we just had these crazy ideas. And then somehow I was like, yeah, but how do we make money doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, oh, wait a minute. It's independent wrestling. There is no money. So then it just turned in from a joke to all of a sudden Dalton Davis is wrestling Shank Barzini at Hybrid, and it's got the MadBash Wrestling stamp on it. And
oh, nice.
We're like, holy crap, like this 0 to 60. And this is all within the first year of MadBash, by the way.
Okay, so MadBash Wrestling came about the exact same year as the studios.
Yeah.
Okay.
September. We were in talks in the summer, and then Shank versus Dalton happened in September. Yeah.
Okay. So you have MadBash. When somebody randomly is like, "What's MadBash?" I go, to me, this is what I didn't know you. I go, to me, it's like the NWO. You're accruing like your own roster of guys. Is that something? Am I close?
That's fair to how we originally started.
Okay.
That's fair to how we originally started. It was a group of guys who, you always see these independent workers, and sometimes you see them on TV wearing an armband or a knee pad cover or something of that effect. And it's like this unspoken clique that they, that they have.
Yeah.
And that's originally what MadBash Wrestling was supposed to be. And then we were like, but what if it becomes an actual company? It was just a natural evolution of it. So you are correct. But now I would say that what is MadBash? It depends on what division of MadBash you're speaking of.
So you have several divisions. You got the studios, you got the wrestling. What else do you have? I'm intrigued now. Okay.
Yeah, we have MadBash Wrestling, we have MadBash Studios, then we have MadBash Films.
Okay.
And then we have my graphic design division, Mischievous Rabbit.
Okay.
So Studios is your spot show, your Big Stupid Popcorn that we do on Patreon, all of that stuff that you see. And then wrestling is, of course, wrestling. Films is where we make the documentaries, which I don't have time for anymore. And that's what sucks.
Yeah.
And then Mischievous Rabbit is me making logos and making flyers and whatnot.
Very nice. You wear a lot of hats.
I do. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Now, back to MadBash Wrestling. Who was the first MadBash guy? Who was to join the bash?
Oh, it was definitely Dalton Davis.
Was it? Okay.
It was definitely Dalton Davis. We had a pretty solid roster very early on. We had what we called the original 5.
Okay.
It was Dalton, Shank, Oliver Kane, Jared Savage, and Clayton Clark were our original 5.
Gotcha.
And those were the original 5 that we used in our matches. This is back when we were just sponsoring matches.
Gotcha.
These were the pool of guys that we would call upon. And then it expanded to, we added someone like Jay Silva. Logan Myers was considered a so we called them all the MadBash boys.
Okay.
Logan Myers was a MadBash boy at one point. If I'm forgetting anyone, I sincerely apologize to everyone, but
Cutler.
How could I forget Cutler? Of course, man. Yeah, he was an early MadBash guy. Cecil Cerveza was an early MadBash guy. And it started as we're a group that you can wear the armband, you can represent the brand, and you can do this. And that was how it started.
Okay. So they're almost like ambassadors when they're out in the ring and things like that,
Definitely. Ambassador is an incredible way to put it. Yeah.
I'm just a man with words. No, I'm dumber than hell. I can tell you that.
Wordsmith, brother. Wordsmith.
So your first champion, the MadBash Championship, that was a beautiful title. When Chris Cutler came to Signal 10 for the Ultimate Rumble, he had it with him. I was looking at it. I love it.
Thank you.
What was the inspiration for that title?
So it's based after the Undisputed title that was from 02 to 04 in WWE. And I love that belt. I love that design. I've always loved that design.
Yeah.
So we went with that basis.
Okay.
And then we added little Easter eggs on it. So, the MadBash Wrestling, I call it the turnbuckle cross microphone logo that you see, that represents Madrox was a wrestler. I was a manager. Okay. I'm the microphone. He's the turnbuckle. So that was our logo. And then there's a shield that is on the front of the belt, which is meant to represent, we're here to, basically shield and defend the sanctity of independent professional wrestling.
Okay.
There's a crown that is on that, which represents CWF. That was their logo back in the day. That's where Madrox and I really cut our teeth early on.
Okay.
And then we have the Indiana flag on it, which is ironic considering that we're now running in Illinois. But no, and then so we went through like 3 different designs of that belt, and They're actually on our Patreon account. I uploaded them. There was one that had a big Yeti at the top, like coming down and like holding the like that middle center part. There was one that had blue and pink stars on it. There was one that Shank Barzini actually designed that was really badass, but it was like realistically, I don't think that would be a very expensive belt.
Yeah.
And then we make the decision. We're like, okay, let's put a blue strap on it, forgetting that Hybrid has a blue strap.
Really?
At the time, Envision Wrestling had a blue strap. And we're like, we were trying to set ourselves apart. And we're like, we just jumped in with a blue strap now, I guess.
Hey. Oh, well, it looks good. And
Thank you.
Right now, your current champion is Devontae Knox.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He defeated, let's see, I'm trying to remember. Who did
he defeated Colby Jack.
Yes. Okay.
Colby Jack and Dalton Davis in a triple threat match, which won match of the year, actually, for MadBash Wrestling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But you also have another title.
Yes.
And that is, before I butchered it, the Baja Invitational.
So we just shorten it and call it the Baja World title.
Okay.
It was originally the Baja Open Invitational
Okay.
Championship, aka the Boy.
Okay.
And I will call it what it is. That belt started as a joke. And because we were there were two reasons. With Dalton Davis, Jay Silva, I have a video of them backstage at an Envision Wrestling show, and they're doing Stone Cold Steve Austin ordering at a Taco Bell. And it was like, I'm not even going to attempt, because I'm going to tell you, Dalton has the best Stone Cold voice I've ever heard. I can't even begin to be like, I'm going to order a Baja. And then Oliver Kane started talking like Jesse Ventura. I live in Baja, California. So then we just were obsessed with Baja Blast and all this other stuff. And then we designed the belt. We got it made. And a joke traveled to Oita, Japan, and became a world title. And it was defended in Japan thanks to Zach Abstract on that one. And it's now officially a world title.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it until Hybrid was doing a show, like a festival show, I think in October of last year, maybe the year before.
Yes.
That was the first time I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
So when was that created?
Probably it's been around for a couple of years now. I would say we got it probably like the summer of 2024, probably is when we got that one. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, because Oliver Kane had it, I believe, at that festival.
Yeah, he defended it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, he defended it against Logan Myers.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So, and he's still the champion.
He's a two-time champion.
Okay.
He lost it to Zach Abstract and then beat Zach Abstract for it.
Okay. So. I got you. You said Madrox was a wrestler. Did you ever manage Madrox?
Yeah, I did actually. I did early on. He actually pulled a rib on me the first time I ever managed him. He was in a tag team called the Juggernauts, and Dickie Wabash manages them. This is my first time managing them, and we're at a company called TSW. And him and his tag team partner, they get on the apron, and I'm in the middle, and we're really heeling it up, and he goes, "Hey, hold the ropes for Dickie." So they sit on the ropes for me, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm honored." I step in, and they get off the middle rope, and it comes up and crotches me, and I just had to no-sell it, and the match goes off. He's just laughing, and he goes, "We do that." He goes, "Welcome to being the manager, brother. We do that all the time." Oh, yeah. I love it.
Dude, those ropes, no joke. I remember back in 2011, I went to a TNA house show, and we bought the VIP package. I don't know, it was like $35 or something. It was pretty cheap. After the show, you got to get in the ring with Kurt Angle and take a picture. I didn't realize how tight the ropes were on a 6-sided ring. And my buddy got in first, and I went to cross the rope before he let go of it. he let go as soon as I got over and smacked me right in the nuts. And
Yeah,
brother, trying to take a picture and not be in pain, it was pretty tough.
After his Kurt Angle. So, the first couple of months, I forget which show. So it's like my second ever show. I was still ring announcing. They had no steps on the ring.
Oh,
so you had to do the old pull yourself up. I woke up the next day and I felt like I had just power lifted because I was pulling my weight up all night to get up into the ring.
yeah.
I was not taught that you should give a little leap and a knee and pull yourself up that way. No,
So you're just dead hanging.
Oh, deadlift. Probably 205 pounds at that point. It just dead weight lifting myself. So yeah, there's little things that they don't tell you about a wrestling ring when you first start to come around.
No, I like having stairs. I had to get in a ring one time when I had dress pants on, and those dress pants did not give very well. Just about ripped them as I climbed up there.
I've been there.
I don't want to embarrass myself at all. Who cares? That's part of it. So, how did the name Dickie Wabash come about?
So when I was first coming around, my name was Aaron Thomas. And it's very simple. Take the middle name and my real last name, Aaron Thomas. Aron, by the way. I'm named after Elvis.
Okay.
And Bo Sawyer was the first one that was started. He's like, no, you need to be Dickie Wabash, kid. That's the name that you need to use. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be Dickie Wabash. It's a terrible name. So fast forward 3 months or so. This might have been the first time I ever managed, now that I think about it.
Okay.
I go with Bo and a guy by the name of Vinny Balzano. I go with them to a company called IWAU, which was where we did Send the Throne years later, that same company. And we're going down there, and I know I'm going to heel it up. And I'm like, I don't want to be Aaron Thomas, what do I want to be? And Bo's like, I'm telling you, Dickie, you got to be Dickie Wabash. And everyone called me Dickie. Like, I had adopted that name. Like, so everyone backstage is calling me Dickie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually how I met Jason V. When I met him for the first time. I was like, hi, I'm Josh. And then someone said, no, your name is Dickie. And I was like, damn it. So we're sitting back at IWOW, and ironically, this guy named Walt, who was just on my podcast, the newest inductee into the MadBash Wrestling Hall of Fame, by the way.
Okay. Congratulations.
Yes, Walt is the man. That's a fun podcast if everyone gets a chance to check that out. He's like, all right, so what name are you using tonight? I look over at Bo, and he's just got that grin on his face, and I go, Dickie Wabash. And then from that point on, I just embraced it because it's good. It fit. It did. I find out years later, I asked Madrox, I said, Bo sure came up with that name pretty quick. Did he have that in his back pocket? And he goes, dude, he said, it was a rib. He said, anytime someone new would come around, we would tell them, use the name Dickie Wabash. And no one did. He said there was one referee that used it. He said, but he did it for like one show. And so he said, but you embraced it and you ran with it. So it's not even a rib anymore. And I'm like, hey, I'll take it.
Sometimes we get names and they just stick,
Yeah. Yeah. It's the perfect name. I mean, I had toyed around with changing it when I came back, and I was like, no, I can't. Like it's a part of me, but I will tell you censors do not like it. Like if I'm going to enter like an online handle or something, Dickie usually gets flagged. So I got to kind of work around it a little bit, but no, I mean, like I said, I had toyed around with changing it. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because you built a reputation off of Dickie Wabash, and it's like, do I want to rebrand and try to start from scratch, or I already got Dickie over here?
It's already established. Why don't fix, you don't need to fix it. It's already working.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
It ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I was trying to say.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I've been saying that most of my life, especially when my wife says we need to do something around the house. I'm like, it ain't broke. Let's not fix it. Let's just.
It's fine. It's fine. Listen.
Yeah, well, I'm usually wrong most of the time. Just ask her. So, Ascend the Throne was at iWow. Was that your first partnership with MadBash?
Technically, Hybrid was our first partnership.
Okay.
Then we partnered with EPW. But in terms of doing a full show, you're correct. Yeah. IWA Unlimited in Olney, Illinois, or no, Noble. They're in Noble now. And that was another one that just kind of fell into our laps of like, look, there's already this weekly show going on. These guys already go here and are getting reps. Let's just go for a couple of months, establish who we are. And, Cutler was he was a mainstay there. Yeah. So it made sense for him to be the one. I mean, we had already made the decision anyway. It's not just because we were there, but, the guys in that tournament, Devontae, Clayton, Cutler, they had already been established there. So we had a foundation. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. And Chris Cutler, I had a full circle moment with him because seeing him at the Ultimate Rumble, we were in that same match. But then later that year, I guess it was the year after, he played in the All-Star game with my son. I know this. I was like, how old is this kid? So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
He was 17 when he won the MadBash title.
That is awesome. Definitely the youngest champion.
I don't think it'll ever get broken either. I hope not.
Hope not. Have to have some workers permit or some things. So now we have Event Horizon coming up, and I'm going to throw that graphic up right there. That's probably an old one.
That's the outdated one. Yeah. We had to change it because Cobra double booked himself. So we had to change it a little bit, but yeah.
Do you want to talk about the matches? Cause I got 5 graphics right now.
Yeah. So the matches are, I don't know what particular order you have them. If you can just bring them up or whatever.
Yeah. Just bring them up.
I think the one that I'm looking the most forward to is Dalton Davis versus Beef. That's going to be a fun one, man. We got Beef coming in here, of course, Ring of Honor, AEW. You've seen him all over the place. And Dalton is a mainstay of MadBash Wrestling. We've talked about this from the beginning. He was the Wrestler of the Year last year. He won Match of the Year last year. He was the first ever MadBash Wrestling match. He was the first ever match whenever we first partnered with New Version Wrestling in Danville. And now, breaking news here, I suppose, the opening match on that evening, unless something changes, is going to be Dalton Davis versus Beef. And that's a hell of a way to usher in that show.
I feel like it's going to be a big brawl. It's going to be, I don't know much about Beef. I know a lot about Dalton Davis, and he likes to fight. And looking at Beef and the promos he sent, I think he likes to fight too.
Yeah.
So they're starting off hot. Wait, all right. You got me excited, Dickie.
Yeah, it's going to be solid. And then, of course, we got MadBash Wrestling mainstay Zach Abstract is going to be going up against Hans Carden. This is Hans's first foray into MadBash Wrestling. So I'm curious to see how he handles being his first time there, and we're putting him up against one of our best. There was something that was originally booked that was supposed to happen, but again, card subject to change. So we had to call in a last minute replacement, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Cool. I'm excited for that. I've not seen Hans or Zach, so I'm excited to call that match.
Well, I can speak in terms of Zach. Like, he is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated wrestlers in the Midwest, hands down. That guy needs more honor and more praise put on his name. I'm going to tell you, I was just with him a couple weeks ago. He had a booking in Ohio, and I hopped in the car with him and we rode, and it was just a good old fashioned brothering in the car. He's hungry. He wants it. And I wish I could say a little bit more about Hans. But from, what I've seen, he's more than capable of stepping into the ring under the MadBash name. But yeah, I think that has potential to be a sleeper match of the night, I think.
Very nice. Very nice. And then let's see. What next match do you want me to throw up, sir?
Oh, well, let's go. I mean, two of the biggest, two of the baddest, two of the roughest, two of the toughest. Jared Savage versus Spencer Wallace. Oof. Listen. All I got to say is hoss fight. Look out for some chiclets flying into the front row on that one. That one's going to be tough. Listen, Spencer Wallace won Breakout Star of the Year last year for MadBash Wrestling. He is someone that I met very early in my career. He took a break for a little bit. He's back. And he had one of the most violent matches that we have ever had in MadBash Wrestling against Dalton Davis in Danville last year. And quick little cheap plug, you can find that match on our YouTube channel. It was the Never Meet Your Heroes match, and it was crazy. So Spencer's wanting to ride in that wave of momentum against one of the original five, Jared Savage. Not to get too inside baseball with this one, but Jared is one of the most loyal supporters of the cause of MadBash from the beginning, from the very rip. And he's also a force to be reckoned with in the ring. And that's going to be an interesting matchup. They're two very malleable styles that kind of go well together. So I'm curious to see that one. That's going to be that. I know I just said this, but I mean, it has potential to be a sleeper.
Yeah. I love when two big dudes just want to beat the crap out of each other. Those are like my favorite matches.
Well, and you get to be on the call for that one. So
yes!
I hope that you enjoy that. And then of course we mentioned at the Baja World Championship, that's going to be on the line in Marshall. You got Oliver Kane's going to defend against Aaron Williams. My God, the combined experience of these two men exceeds us. It's more years than we've been on this earth. And, just because they've got that season on them and they've been around for a while, that they age like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Is these two. I mean, Aaron Williams is one of the best in the Midwest. Oliver is also one of the best in the Midwest, who has been around so long. These are two, they've known each other for a very long time. There's going to be a little bit of friendly competition going into it. That one is just going to be that's my personal, what I'm looking for. I try to be objective with all of these. But that's the one that I'm going to try to sit down and actually watch whenever. Yeah. And not that I'm not going to watch any of the other matches, but I want to laser focus on that one because that one's got potential.
It's good. I've yet to see Oliver Kane in action, but I have seen Aaron Williams in action. And the way you talk about Oliver, it's going to be a classic. Yeah,
Oliver he's someone who, again, inside baseball, he is someone that I have the utmost respect for. The help that he has given me both behind the scenes and in front of the scenes is second to none. He, one of the most skilled wrestlers. But see, here's the thing though. Every single person on this card, I could say the exact same thing, be like one of the most skilled wrestlers. We have a murderer's row of a card here on the 25th. And I'm telling you, this, for what you're seeing, man, this is a must-see event, man. This is a must-see event. There may be some other matches that slip in. You never know. But rounding out graphics-wise, we got Devontae Knox is going to defend the MadBash Wrestling Championship against the former champion Colby Jack. And here's what's interesting about this. Devontae, unless he somehow gets a defense that I don't know about and loses it, he's going to be coming into this show as the longest reigning champion.
Oh, wow.
That's an honor that Colby Jack had. So this is Colby stepping up. wanting to reclaim his throne. And, you know, the last time these two went one-on-one, Devontae had Theo White ringside with him and caused a little bit of a distraction. Colby didn't quite get the fair victory, but we'll see what happens when they square off again. We'll see if Colby learned from his previous encounter.
All right. I've yet, like, once again, I've seen Colby Jack. I haven't seen Devontae. So excited to watch this match. Colby Jack has impressed me. I've watched him in bull rope matches. I've watched him take on men twice his size, and he's impressive.
Yeah, he's he used to go by the name the Ultimate Underdog, and I don't know if that's almost doing him a disservice now. He's come into his own. He is, again, you want to talk about someone who is loyal. I'm going to tell you a story about Colby Jack. When we were doing these joint shows with NVW in Danville, we went to an event. They called it First Friday, I think is what they call it, where it's like the first Friday of every month in Danville, they do a little celebration.
Yeah.
And they're all themed and they got different things going on. Well, this one was a 5K and no warm up, no nothing, in a cow mask with the belt on his shoulder. Colby Jack standing there. And I go jokingly, "Hey, Colby, why don't you get in that 5K? Oh, really? Should I?" And I went, do you want to? I was joking, but do you want to? He did it. No questions asked. That's the kind of guy Colby Jack is. He is so loyal. He has been one of the best that we've had in MadBash. And again, calling him one of the best, every single person that we've got on this card. I'm not trying to just single out specific people, but it's like, man, again, the term murderer's row comes to mind.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that event is, one more time, plug it.
April 25th in Marshall, Illinois. Doors are going to be opening at 6 Illinois time. So that'll be 7 Eastern time. Show's going to start about 7 or so their time. Tickets front row is only $15. General admission is $10, and then kids 10 and under are just $5. And again, for those prices, this level of quality, it's going to be a show that you don't want to miss. Truly don't want to miss it.
No, you don't want to miss it. I mean, that's some good ticket prices, and I thank you for that, for the families and being kind to them. Whereas, like we said, the big promotion in New York, they don't care.
Well, I mean, you got to know your market, right? Like, let's say hypothetically, it's a family of 4 and they don't want front row, but they're going to come in and spend $40 on a good night of wrestling, and say they poke a little bit and the kids are like, "Oh, come on, can we get front row? Can we get front row?" You're still getting a decent enough price. And that's what we have tried to do with all of this, is just, I'm not trying to compare to the big leagues at all, but I mean, I've even seen some independent wrestling companies that I'm like, those tickets are a little steep. And, we're just trying to make it fair. We're trying to make it affordable. We're trying to give you a good night of wrestling action for a decent enough price. And here's what the actual scary part of all this, for me personally, this is the first time wrestling has ever been in this building.
Oh, really?
So yeah, there had been wrestling in Marshall before, but it had been years ago. So this is the first time wrestling has been in this building. So it's a little bit of an experiment. We're jumping straight in. And fingers crossed if you guys can make it to Marshall on April 25th.
Well, everybody needs to get to Marshall. If you don't have plans on April 25th, if you do have plans, cancel them. Come to Marshall. Come check out this show. Like, it's Murderer's Row, like Dickie said.
Yeah.
Murderer's Row of talent. You're not going to be disappointed. But I have a few more questions.
Yeah.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling?
How did I know? So, okay. This is where I'm going to get a little, because I have, okay. So one of my flavors of autism is I love to make lists. I'm a
I'm a
Huge
list guy too. I'm a lister.
Love it. So I have like different like era, like my all-time favorites, my current favorites, my TNA favorites, my WWE favorites, my AEW favorites, my indie favorites. So this Mount Rushmore that I'm going to build, I'm going to build it's going to be essentially my top 4 favorite wrestlers. So we're going to go Finn Balor is on that list. Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, and Stone Cold. Those are my 4 favorite wrestlers. 5 is Sandman, by the way, for a shoot. Sandman is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. And so if I'm making a Mount Rushmore just solely on who I like, yeah, it's Balor, Jericho, Austin, and Flair.
I got you. No, and that's the thing. That's the cool thing with the Mount Rushmore thing. It's everybody's opinion. I mean, yeah, it's so cool to see. Like, you have different versions, different eras, and I probably do too. If I sat down and wrote them out, I've never written it out because I'm like, do I have the time to go in detail? But it's just cool to see. And I was like asking wrestling guys, who's your Mount Rushmore, and you just get different guys every time. What's your favorite memory of being in the wrestling business?
How much time you got?
I got all the time in the world, brother.
There's so many good moments. It's so funny. I was just talking to Dalton about this, about how we've been through a lot where it wasn't so great, but ultimately it is a good thing. Because if we hadn't gone through those bad times, we wouldn't have some of these good times to remember. I think the one that comes to mind for me simply is one time it was a car ride. It was me, Jason V, Jimmy Carrot, Cecil Cerveza, and a guy by the name of Benjamin Conrad, who has since passed away. We loaded into a car. We went to Wisconsin, but we might as well have been in Minnesota / we were damn near Canada, brother. We were up there. We were essentially Minnesota. It was Minnesota Extreme Wrestling in Wisconsin. And just that car ride is everything that I loved about wrestling. Just 5 guys crammed into a car. It's late. We're tired. We're delirious. We're laughing. It was one of my favorite memories in wrestling. I wouldn't like, that's one that if I could relive it, I would in a heartbeat.
Really? I have a follow-up question now. Your relationship with Dalton Davis, how did that come about?
So when I think we told this story on Spot Show, but I will gladly retell this. So when I first really met him, he was just this chubby little kid in the front row, and he was there every show, all this, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was good old heel Dickie at the time, so I got to get my heat, brother. So I'm sitting at the ringside, and I'm leaning on the apron, like, come on. I hear him just jaw jacking over here. I'm gonna step to the side here, and I just do one of these. No look, middle finger to him, and I know who it is. It's this Parker kid that comes to all these shows. Well, next thing I know, I'm backstage after the show. The promoter of the show, Matt, livid, comes up to me, and I'm going to censor myself here. He goes, "Did you tell a kid to F off?" And I went, "No, I wouldn't do that. I know what I'm doing. I didn't. I swear to God, I did not. It was just a natural, Yeah. He goes, "Well, there's a mom out here, and she is so pissed off that you told her son to F off, and you looked him dead in the eyes and said it." And I go, "I know who it is, and I did not do it." So I had to go out and I had to apologize. So it started off very contentious. And I think his mom still to this day hates me a little bit for it. But no, we've, it's water under the bridge, all that. So,
yeah.
So then, I was there when he was first training. I was there when he reffed his first match. He was just and then he would come to these Georgetown shows that I was talking about. And he'll even tell you, just this chubby kid sitting behind there, ringing the bell. And then when we got back into the business, he was one of the first people that we kind of glommed onto. And I will never forget, we invited him over to do Spot Show podcast. This was like the summer of 23. And then he showed up at my house and then never left. And from that point on, he's a little brother to me. I really do believe that. I view, his dad calls me son. He's got a close relationship with my mom and dad. He's a little brother to me for sure. Love that kid.
He's awesome. I love that kid too. It baffles me that, he's been in the business so long and he's only like 24. I'm like, come on, man, you're making me feel old. But yeah, it's been a pleasure getting to know Parker or Dalton. Sorry, I don't want to break. I never know what to say when you ring it. I always tell them, like, when you introduce yourself to me, just give me the name that I'm going to call you the rest of your life. So if it's your real name or your wrestling name, I don't care, but that's what you're going to be called forever.
Yeah.
Any advice for somebody getting into the business or wanting to get into the business?
Don't do it. No. My advice is keep your head on a swivel and be sure that this is really what you want to do. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very protective of their spot. There are people that might actually seek out and help you. The best advice I can give is find the locker room leader of any show that you're on and annoy the hell out of them until they take you under their wing. And then if they don't, it's just in general, find the old head that has been around for a long time that can give you advice, and hopefully they can help you out along the way.
Fantastic. You scared me when you said don't do it. I was like, whoa.
No, that's a joke I always make.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, getting to know you.
Yes.
And everything. Same. And I look forward to many, many, many years. You're not going anywhere, pal. We're stuck.
Maybe. No, man, it's definitely been a pleasure to work with you, man. Like I see what you're doing out here. You're one of the hardest working men in Midwest podcasting, and I constantly give you your flowers. I give Jumping the Rail their flowers. Mm-hmm. I go to bat for both of you guys because I
appreciate that.
I just had Reb on one of our Patreon exclusive shows, and I gave him his flowers. I said, listen, they are, in terms of covering independent Midwest wrestling, they are the standard bearers.
Absolutely.
Then you, I would say, are just the standard bearer of the entertainment aspect of it, of like mostly what you do with youth sports, mind-blowing to me. The dedication you have on that. So I will put it this way. If I decide to hang it up, which I'm not, but I would say that everything is in good hands because I've kind of publicly admitted it and said it. I'm done taking commentary bookings. The torch has been passed as far as I'm concerned. Take the mantle. You've already been doing an incredible job at EPW. I've been watching. I made the joke about like, I'm talking to the guy that's dating my ex, but no, like you and Adam Gage are both doing an incredible job. Yeah. So you and Jumping the Rail, I always sing you guys' praises. And I hope that one day we can all get the three conglomerate together and do a massive collaboration. That's one of my goals, is to get us all three together and do something.
I'm down to clown. So
love that.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to it. April 25th.
Yes.
MadBash Wrestling First Soul Show Event Horizon.
It could not be a better name. And I'm not going to say any dates just yet, but get ready because we plan on being back in May. So look forward for that one.
All right. Looking forward to it. Well, brother, it's been a great, we've hit the hour mark. It's been great.
Love it.
But real quick, I got to thank these sponsors.
Oh, yes.
Wabash Valley Plumbing, RJ's Formal Wear, Terre Haute. All right. I forgot one, but it's okay. It's my wife.
You do sponsorship covering better than I do. I'm like, let's hear a word from our sponsors. And then I have a pre-read line that
that works. I like that too. I'm like, maybe I should start doing that. But then I'm like, I need an adult to help me with some of the tech stuff.
This is a little, again, I keep saying inside baseball, but one day when we don't have microphones in front of us and like we're not actively talking to people, I would love to sit down and just talk shop about like your process versus my process versus like Reb and Mindy's process versus, and just see where one of us is doing it right, one of us is probably doing it wrong, and just like do that whole thing. Because I'm sure there's ways that I do it that are antiquated compared to how you do it and vice versa. So I'm fascinated by this stuff, man. I'm such a nerd for this stuff, dude.
Well,
like, I love it.
I like to keep learning more. And I'm just like, it's like, I live by the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's why I'm like, but I got to keep adapting, keep evolving. And I'm like,
always.
And it's like, I need an adult to take me by the hand and be like, here, this is what we do, dum-dum. Okay. Thank you. But yes, let's get together. We'll go get some dinner wherever you want to go.
No. On you.
I don't care. Hope they take a check.
Hey, I see the meals that you're posting on Facebook, man. Brother can eat. There ain't no way I'm covering that bill.
No, I had to slow down. I got gout now, so I got to get through this battle. Like being an Amazon driver and trying to deliver packages with gout, it's been a little rough. But
well, brother, I got high cholesterol, so I got to kind of watch what I eat. But the pills mellow it all out. It's all good.
We got to just keep mellow. Well, we got to keep pushing on that. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Oh, I don't have a bracelet on.
I got you another one. I
have it. I still have it.
Boom. I'm still rocking the brand.
Dude, I always talk with speaking of JTR, I'm always like, they do a better job of repping my brand than I do. Like they're always wearing MadBash wrestling shirts, and I'm on here wearing a stupid Marsh shirt from it's just like I'm not even wearing a bracelet. Like, what are we got? I'm terrible. Like how I've made it this far and people know who I am. Come on now.
I think Dickie Wabash needs to get the MadBash tattoo, and then you're just always on brand.
Spoilers.
Oh, see,
I would love to. I've talked about it since the minute we started it.
Do it. I'm thinking about getting this logo.
There you go.
Oh, I got a stain. Oh, well. But yeah, I don't know where. My son goes, put it on your hand. I'm like, yeah, that might, but that might be. I have one tattoo and it's on my butt and it hurt really bad to me. Ooh. So I'm like, I don't know if I want another one.
Yeah, I'm all sleeved out, and I gotta
see that other arm is perfect.
Yeah, this is so open.
Make it happen. So
trying.
Well, Dickie, we'll get together. We'll get some dinner. We'll hang out and we'll talk shop. But thank you for coming on here and talking with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Anytime. You're welcome. Anytime. This is Dine and Bash. We are going to have some more fun coming up. 2026 is going to be a fun year, and I'm excited for it. But thank you again. We're out of here. Keep pushing.